So where we left off last week, R and Shane, go ahead and make yourself comfy, yourself nice and cozy over there.
I'm
Got
good.
yourself a cup of
Got a
Joe,
little sippy.
got a little sippy right there. Sorry, I accidentally backed out of my screen. Get that back going. So, last we left off, you all arrived over at the Astral Academy. The hopes to apparently had a sort of a two-pronged mission. One end, you were hoping to learn more about the Deep One to potentially release Scrum's enthrallment over the Deep One, or at least disable how Scrum, your lovely little octopod companions, connection from the Deep One, so you could either scry through them or sever it completely, or just learn about the Deep One in general, because the Deep One's influences over your party has always been worrisome and troubling. But also, you had a bit of a heist plan going on in the hopes to receive documentation of Aelis's adoption, in the hopes that you could potentially get that, sever the adoption or the legal bindings of it, with the hopes of mayhaps Leighton adopting the young Aelis. But something amiss happened on the Academy, as a powerful magical entity appeared right when you guys were entering the Academy. The Academy itself, of course, people were already beginning to leave, beginning to disembark, and step away from that. So yeah, so people were already beginning to leave the Academy because they were shutting down the Academy anyways, because of one of the instructors' affiliation with cultists, or perhaps affiliation with Cosmicara, the evil space baby that was colliding from the sky a few months ago. So because of this, the Archmagister went to shut down the Academy. People were leaving the Academy. You arrived at the Academy to do your two-pronged mission. And as you were doing so at that point in time, my brain stopped for a minute. That is when the powerful magic entity appeared. You decided to investigate further to see a familiar face of a mage, a man who seemed to be studying behind a emerald-like wall of force surrounding him. For the spellcasters, specifically Aelis, you recognized it as one of the fallen heroes, Oswin, to be precise. Oswin, who you also saw over at the Chamber of Eight. Aelis, you recognize this as a little bit of trouble, a little bit of little problematic, but you continued your investigation in the hopes to find some books. Aelis, you wandered into the Forbidden Archives. Oswin followed you, the hopes to search for more knowledge, or for unknown reasons why Oswin was following you. While you were going through the archives, Oswin was destroying the bookshelves because you found that there were no books in the Forbidden Archives. It seemed to have been long since empty, long since gone. And there you encountered the guardian of the library, the true captain of the library, some would say, Madam Hush. With the power of the Banshee, her wails pierced into your mind, Aelis, knocking you unconscious. Meanwhile, on the other side, some other interesting developments were happening. Armstrong, who had been in contact with Sholo, the kobold, who was associated with the Deep One, had once again requested their presence over at Asmodeus that they may face off against a common threat. Armstrong attempted to discuss and said that would happen sooner, that would happen soon, but right now they had their own business to do that. And Sholo, growing impatient, said that he was needed now, and was then teleported, pulled away in a portal of shadow. As everyone attempted to rescue Armstrong, Leighton, as he does, sacrificed himself in an attempt to save Armstrong. He failed to do so, also pulled into the portal of shadow. With everyone pulled in, that is where we left off in the library side of things. back within the Forbidden Archives, we had a bit of a a little bit of a dangerous moment as we began to roll some death saving throws for young Alis, who was successful at the time, meeting up with Aelith Malcolm, who was looking around for Alis after a misty step through the Wall of Force. Alis, you came back to consciousness, spoke with Aelith, who mentioned that he may know the location of your adoption papers, but more troublesome is the absence of both captains taken away in a portal of shadow. Aelith, the young Malcolm boy, introduces himself to Alis, mentions that he'll help any way he can, since he seemed to be an enemy of the Archmagister, as well, the Archmagister / headmistress of the Academy. And it seems, at least for a moment, a temporary alliance has been formed with Aelith Malcolm. So, with that is where we ended, and that is where we are actually going to begin today's session. So,
Right.
Crossing through over into the other side, leaving the archives, you enter the library. Bam. Walking there, as Aelith and Alis, as Malcolm and Alis emerge from the Forbidden Archives, you will see the magical force, wall of force, disintegrate, dissolve away. Alis, you hear the sound of a wall of force being cast from deep within the archives. Oswin is still wandering the Forbidden Archives in the hopes to find something new, but continuously wishes not to be disturbed. At that point, you guys are free to commence. The session has now begun. Aelith Malcolm walks out with a very injured Alis.
I think Alis is leaning up against the wall.
Kyron and Luna, you see Alis injured, laying up against the wall.
Alis! Luna runs over. Are you
Luna.
okay? Oh my gosh.
I'm alive. What happened to Leighton and Armstrong?
So Leighton was talking to himself, I thought, but then I followed him. Armstrong was talking to himself. I followed him, and I think he was talking to the kobold, if I had to guess. The one that, the whole thing about his soul, and suddenly arms came out of nowhere, started pulling him in. Leighton pushed Kyron and I out of the way, and the last thing I know, he jumped in and they both disappeared through some kind of portal.
All right, but they might be fine, right?
Yeah.
We have no idea.
As you
We're
begin
not
to
sure.
talk, Aelith Malcolm will walk over to the location that you described. Seems to be cracking his knuckles and getting into more of a meditative stance, walking forward, appearing to cast a spell. You all may continue.
You look like shit. She kind of looks Alis up and down. What happened to you?
I thought I was going to die in there. The old woman who used to run the library, she's a banshee. She was in there and attacked me, and I went unconscious, but Oswin, he'll suddenly grab Luna's arm. Oswin, one of the old heroes, he's in there.
The heroes, the fallen heroes?
Yes, he's looking for something. He didn't want to hurt me. He just, well, I don't think that he necessarily cared about me is really the more honest answer, but there's something that he's looking for, and the longer that he couldn't find it, he became more and more agitated. I don't know that I could have gotten out of there if not for... what was his name? He'll, like, gesture toward Malcolm.
Aelith or something like that. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so glad that he went in there. We were... Oh my gosh. Aelith, when I tried to contact you with a message and I heard nothing back. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you're okay. Luna's like trying to compose herself, but she's like almost coming undone, and then she sort of gets it back together again, and she says, "Okay, well, I don't know why he's in there, but I do know that the captains would want us to do whatever we could in their absence. So if our goal here is still to get those," and then she lowers her voice, "to get those papers, you know, I'll help you do it."
Sorry, could one of you heal me?
Oh yeah.
Eyes will look like they're really heavy, like...
Kyron's gonna lift her hand and cast.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the good shit.
Oh my god. I cannot with that.
Aelith heals for 5 health.
Nice.
Can I attempt to do a cure wounds?
Yes, you
Y'all,
can.
I rolled 2 1s.
Oh no.
No, dude.
I don't know how to do this at higher levels, but I know I've done it before. So
Kyron's
let's see.
1 second.
hold on, let me see.
I got it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can't... Yeah, sorry, somebody in chat just reminded me, can't halflings re-roll ones? Or is
Only
that...
on D20s, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that screwed up earlier in the campaign.
Yeah. Wrong. Also, chat, head on over to our Discord where we have a rules lawyer. Where then you can say things. If they're wrong, you'll be corrected immediately by other rules lawyers.
Nice.
Oh, it's amazing. It's a circle of
my
life.
god.
Well, that's a good berry. I mean, that's a good berry.
I cannot.
But that's a good
no.
berry. You create a certain number of good berries, and then each good berry heals for 1 health.
So, how many berries did I make?
Well,
Literally just 1?
no. So for good berries, up to 10 berries appear in your hand. So now you have 10 berries in your hand.
Okay, yeah. Kyron's gonna walk forward and grab Aelis's hand and shove the berries into his palm.
10 lukewarm berries are pushed into your hand.
Aelis eats all of them.
In a heavy gulp, you heal for 10 health.
Yeah, let me do a level 3 cure wounds. Do I just click it 3 times or?
No. Let me get this for you. Bam.
While he's doing that, Luna also reaches into her pouch and pulls out the ring that Aelis gave her when she went through the portal.
Oh, the
and
Cosmo ring.
Yeah, and then hands it back to him. Like, here, take this. Thank you for letting me use it.
He'll nod and take it back.
All right. So if you select your token, Luna, in Roll20, you'll see a button that says Cure Wounds. Click that, and it'll ask you what level spell you'd like to cast.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
12 healing.
Nice.
There you go.
Oh, it's
How are you
much better.
feeling?
Thank you. Much, much better. Sorry, I was having trouble focusing. All right. We have no idea where they went, correct? We know that they followed the kobold most likely, but that doesn't really
Followed
tell
is
us.
putting it in a certain way.
Right, they were
Well,
pulled.
drag.
They were tugged through to follow something, but we don't know he'll look over where, because Malcolm is just like over where it was, correct?
Correct. He seems to be in a scrying stance.
Alis will kind of like wobbly push past and look over. Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's exactly where it was. What's he doing?
He's trying. He might know how to find them.
He's looking through a variety of circles. You see Malcolm's face straying a little bit as various arcane sigils and symbols form around him, studying the area.
Iron's very curious, but isn't familiar with scrying, so she's just gonna squint.
Yeah, can I do like a check to see if I can tell if like he needs to concentrate or if we can like ask him questions or things like that?
So typically while he's scrying, I mean, you're free to talk to him. He's already cast a spell. He's not doing like vocal components or anything like that. It is there is a low level of concentration that needs to be done.
Are you finding anything?
Quiet, he says under his breath. Then he opens his eyes, sees Alis. Alis, what's your expression at him at this point?
He's just waiting. I mean, we don't have any other options to like find these guys.
And he puts his hands down. My apologies. There definitely is some latent magic over here. Unlike anything I've ever seen. And his size.
You tell where it went.
He's quiet for a moment before looking over at you. No. This seems to be an all too familiar issue with me. Trying to find my way back. After being torn away from a location of my choosing. And then
Alis will have kind of a confused look on his face.
This isn't my first time that I was pulled through a portal unwilling. I've attempted to come back on my own, but it seems... He mutters. Divination isn't my strongest suit.
You know anyone else who might be more, suited for divination then?
Have to be someone that's good with ley lines. That you can at least track your way through. You
Iron
see,
immediately looks at Alis.
he turns over. Yeah, he turns over to Kyron as if it get into a proud stance. You see, every sort of gate or teleportation leaves a weak ley line of sorts. That way, you're allowed to you're able to track the individual. Unfortunately, you need to be a rather trained wizard when it comes into the powers of divination.
I want to try to track the ley line.
I don't think anyone is able to. I don't think anyone here is actually suited to the job. Make an Arcana check.
Iron puts her hands on her hips.
A 19.
The only one that I know would be able to. You are able to track the ley line over through a new plane called the Shadow. The plane itself is kind of in the same suit of the Astral. When you tell it, so he's going on in this long-winded explanation. What's unsettling to you is, as I mentioned before, teleportation in gate magic usually involves a dip into the astral veil, sort of creating this subspace plane known as the Labyrinth Veil, creating a tunnel to go back and forth between areas. Usually you can transfer through it very, very quickly. This gate is using a different veil altogether. It's not even using the astral veil. It's dipping into a completely different plane of darkness and shadow.
Okay.
So from what you understand, this gate does not use the modern teleportation magics that would take you through the astral veil. It instead takes you into a different plane altogether. But on the other side, extremely distorted, you would figure, it's still in a different plane, but it's veiled over the old. It is still veiled over a city of industry and pollution, known as Asmodia. A kingdom of technology, of rampant technology, actually, that seems to have abandoned arcane magic as a form of power to sort of invest themselves in man-made technology.
Okay, so from Aelis's perspective,
Yes.
he expects for it to be a portal that utilizes the Labyrinth Veil or the Astral Veil in order to get somewhere else, but instead it's like a totally different thing that we know as the Shadow Veil, but Aelis wouldn't necessarily have a name for it. It's just like a dark, shadowy sort of alternate veil that he hasn't built before.
Yeah, all you see is darkness and shadow that is very familiar to the Deep One's magics that you've encountered.
Okay, and on the other side, he's able to feel or see imagery that he would recognize maybe from books and things as potentially Asmodia.
Correct. But it's still distorted, so it's, even though it is Asmodia, it is not, which means he would be located in the veil, the shadow veil of Asmodia, essentially.
Okay. Like a dimension layered on top of Asmodia.
Exactly. So the way the veils work, which is why it's called the astral veil, is that it's just essentially imagine it as like a thin leveled plane that is that kind of like overlaps over your material plane itself. So it kind of shares similar characteristics. So for example, when you went over to the Astral Veil and found the Astral Academy, that academy is essentially housed right over where the Exodus Academy is. Everything's just different, but shares the same qualities as the material plane. So the Shadow Veil that you're going into, it shares the same qualities as Asmodia. But from what you can tell, it is an area that is within the shadow. They're still on the veil. They're not in Asmodia. They're in the veil of Asmodia, specifically on the Shadow Veil. Lots of big brain magic shit and how physics works in IO, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So Malcolm is going on and on and on about how there just simply probably isn't anyone who
There's
could figure
no
this
way
out.
it's going to be done. We probably need the Archmagister herself,
Aaron's
and I don't want to talk
smirking.
with that.
Aelis will cut him off.
I don't want to talk with that arrogant woman whatsoever.
I think I've found it.
What?
And when you look over, Aelis is kind of like, you can sort of see like magic pulling around his hand, and his hands are sparking a little bit like they do when he's accessing magic that he's not like super familiar with. And he'll look up and he'll say, this isn't normal teleportation magic though. They've used a completely different way to get there, but it looks like, God, it looks so similar to what I know of Asmodia, but that's exactly where he was told not to go.
Turns over,
But
looking at the area, looking back at Aelis.
I don't think that they're not on our plane though. They're in this strange other veil. But I think they're in Asmodia.
He says rather smugly, you mean the Astral Veil?
No, we've been to the Astral Veil.
You've what?
different.
Yeah, I hated it. That place sucks.
You've been to the Astral Veil? What was it like?
Sucks balls. Don't go there.
That doesn't matter if it sucks anything. It's an area of rampant magic. This school was very interested within the Astral. It doesn't matter. This is a completely a waste of time. What do you mean a different plane? That's not the Astral. What do you see?
It feels darker. It feels more obtuse. It feels strange. It's very similar to the magic that we felt when we fought the Deep One. Or when we were in a world that was sort of created by or affected by the Deep One. It's a dark, strange magic. He'll sort of like let go of it suddenly and shake his hand like it was difficult for him to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, Malcolm just kind of looks over in the area and looks back at A-list and just looks at everyone, and it's just like, well then, I suppose it was a smart decision to join you then. He'll brush off his coat.
Join.
Yes, Aelith Malcolm, it's a pleasure to meet you. It seems I'm going to be a temporary member of your crew.
Kyron thinks about it for a second, but realizes that Malcolm literally just saved Aelis's life, and so she's just gonna let it go. she'll put her hand forward for a shake.
Smug face on Malcolm as he takes your hand and shakes it gently as a noble would.
Kyron squeezes it.
Oh.
Luna smirking as she notices.
Yes, quite. It's a pleasure to meet you then. Very, very good.
Pleasure is all mine, Malcolm. And she lets go.
And you, with elven blood, it seems. Pleasure to meet you. Are you also a magister of sorts?
A magister? What exactly do you mean by that?
A wizard, a scholar, a spellcaster.
I was here quite a while ago, yes. I'm a sorcerer.
You were here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Not at
recognize
this
you.
exact building, but at the academy.
He raises an eyebrow. The old academy?
Yes. Have you
You-
been?
He visibly shudders and says, I am familiar with the location.
Hmm.
Best not to dwell on it. So were you there when the old academy was active?
I was. I was a student there.
Were you there when it fell?
Yes. Luna
His
kind of looks down.
His eyes open
Kyron's
wide.
gonna jab him with an elbow.
Could you tell me more about...
Later. We can have all of these conversations later. As you and I already discussed before we even came out here, time is of the essence.
No,
We
yes.
don't know when she's going to come back.
Yes, of course. Very well. All right, then. So, what are we doing? We're looking for a document, specifically your adoption papers, correct?
You said you've seen them. Yes.
I have, but I kind of looks over. We'd have to be quick. But I believe I have seen the documents over in the headmaster's office. Hopefully, she hasn't reclaimed them all. If you're ready to go, I suppose we can hop to it.
Alis will
Sooner the
nod.
better.
Are
Aelys!
you a flamekin, or do you
Yes.
just have really bright hair?
He looks over at...
I think he's a fire genasi, isn't he?
No, so he looks
No,
over...
that's what he looks
Yeah.
like in the picture.
So he looks up. Yeah, he looks over to Luna and says, you're interested in my flourish good looks. No, actually, that is my familiar. He'll hold out his hand as you see the
What?
fire of his hair die down into a muted red as it kind of falls back over his head. A fox made of flames will crawl up on his arm, like a little fox pup. He'll hold out his hand, and the fox will sit there.
Adorable.
Luna's eyes widen.
Kyron has no idea how to take.
And then he will kind of whistle a little bit as the fox will turn back into flames going up his arms, reigniting his reddish hair back into its glow and spike. He gives a very, very proud smirk.
Yo, that fox is the coolest thing about you, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you haven't actually heard of my heritage. Did you know that my father was
Alright,
the
it's
Star
time to
Slayer?
go.
Okay.
We have some demons to get.
Oh, very well then. Hold on one second. I have to look up. That's me. Okay. Something I have to look up really, really quick.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. Perfect. He continues on as he's walking forward, as everyone's walking away. He'll just continue walking. He says, yes. Yeah. You've clearly heard of the name. Datus, is that correct?
Nope.
Datus Malcolm. Yes, Star Slayer.
Nope.
Indeed. It was the one that slayed one of the Void Stars. Hero of the time.
Wonderful.
Absolutely. Then he continues to walk away.
Yo, I hate this guy.
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
So before you guys leave the library, Alice,
yes.
you will receive a ping in the back of your.
Oh.
Hey, can you hear me? You'll hear distorted and echoing in the back of your mind.
Yes?
Is this the young boy? The one with the snake?
Yes, it is.
What? What's going on over there? Oh, this is Manda, by the way.
Yes, I figured.
What does that mean? I'm just kidding, of course.
And then she'll continue.
What is happening over there? You're the closest one to the source.
Source? What do you mean?
There was apparently a very powerful ripple.
One of the Woken Heroes is where we are.
That makes sense. I could feel it all the way from here.
Sorry, why would only one of them be a source of a specific thing, though?
I've been keeping tabs on everyone that has visited the city, and noticed that you were near this powerful source. But I suppose that makes sense if they originally came from here and teleported over to where you're at. Teleporting between realities is a very powerful magic that leaves ripples in all of its locations.
See. He seems to be distracted for now, but I will definitely be coming back so that I can send a message to one of the others who's looking for them.
Distracted, yes. Well, I hate to be a bother, but I have a personal request of my own. If you would be able to be so kind to return.
Since this is all happening, like,
Yeah.
in Alice's head, you just see Alice go from looking really confused to, like, focused and then exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, all right, what do you need?
It'd be best if you returned here so I can explain it face to face.
I won't be able to come back right away.
She
Are
growls
you saying this like out loud or like
No, in my head.
in her head.
I hate to be a bother, but if you could, it would be appreciated.
All right, how do I...
It is a personal request.
Okay, all right, I'll do my best.
And then you'll hear the voice kind of like blink out.
That was Manda, the wolf woman, the blacksmith.
Oh, yeah, someone I actually like. What does she want?
She has a personal request, but needs us to go back there. I said that we were in the middle of something, and she seemed to feel like that was going to take too long.
You'll see Malcolm, as he's explaining his story, stop at that point and look over. And he'll just kind of smirk a little bit, and he's like, well, I don't need you to get your papers.
Are you sure?
I mean, as long as the Archmagister isn't here, I'll just return to whence I came. Look for the documents. Easy peasy.
Alis will kind of make a face. He'll say, you mentioned that there's something you've also been trying to do. The implication was that you needed us in order to do that, otherwise you would have done it already. So what is it you're trying to do?
He gets quiet for a moment. And he says, I'm pretty sure it's already too late anyway. Then he kind of looks down a little bit and looks.
Look, you... Honestly, I probably wouldn't have gotten out of there without dying. So you've saved my life. And if you're willing to also get these papers for me, that will also change my life. So if there's something that you need our help with, if we're able to go and do this thing and come back and help you with it, then fine. But if you need to do it now, then that's another thing. So be honest with us.
He'll look up over to you. And he will mention, in a little bashfully, say, if there is something that you are required to do, a little bit of extra time wouldn't hurt, so that I may further research to locate this object.
Alis will make kind of a face, but won't push it. Say, so you need help recovering something, but you don't know where it is. And that's why you found the papers.
That is correct.
Luna's
Alright.
very curious and she's thinking to push a bit. What is this object?
He will kind of give a scornful look over to Luna and say, I wish to keep that private for now.
Is it
Can I
something
do-
dangerous?
No, he's quiet. He is quiet and says, not purposely.
Can I do a check to see if he thinks that whatever he's pursuing is against what we would be okay with?
Oh, you could do an insight check to see, like, general demeanor, or if he's lying to you. You're free to do that. So with a 14, he's keeping information back. He's obviously reserved, but he's let himself known at this point in time. It's a combination of being bashful, a little embarrassed about what he's trying to get. There's a bit of concern as well, as he feels untrusting. He seems untrusting to you. He doesn't. He's
Sure.
not. Yeah, he's not fully. He's not trusting you, essentially.
Siren's gonna tilt her head at Malcolm and kind of pipe up and say,
It's safe to assume that once we're ready to go and hunt whatever this is, you'll be telling us, correct? You've inadvertently learned a lot of our dirt. I think it's only fair if you let us in on whatever this is, if we're going to be helping you.
He will, at that point, kind of like perch his lips up a little bit, looking over at Kyron with a annoyed expression. Look, it's not like I need any of your help anyways to find it. I'm only trying to do right. If you wish to inquire
So are
further,
we.
well, if you wish to inquire further and you feel you're endangering yourself, then then fine. I'll do it on my own. If I find your documents in the meantime, I can hand it over off to Alis, and we can be off at that point.
Luna kind of steps forward to him and lowers her voice a bit. Malcolm, I don't know what it is you're looking for, and you don't have to tell us right now, but I just want you to know that all of us have come from different places, and we've all had something that I would say we wouldn't assume people would understand. So if you want to talk to us about it, I really do feel that if you're doing it for good, that we would understand and support you.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, baby.
But I'm so persuasive.
You are a +7, dude.
with a 13, he thinks for a moment before looking over at you and says, I am simply repaying a favor. You and your friends would not be in any danger, but I wish to drop the subject for now.
Luna nods, kind of steps back a bit.
Either way, I'll owe you a great debt. He'll look at Luna. She is, at least as far as I'm concerned, our acting captain. So she seems to trust, and beyond trust, I owe you my life at this point. So whatever it is you need help with, I'll do it.
He'll nod and say, how long is this thing going to take anyways?
I don't even know. I have to do a long cast in order for us to go to her.
How long is the cast?
An hour.
Well then.
Luna gets kind of a twinkle in her eye and looks over at Malcolm and says, for someone so smart as yourself, and probably a very popular student, you know, judging
Iron rolls
by
her eyes.
your looks and your fiery fox and everything, I'm sure that, you know, that whatever you're doing would be very easy for you.
Iron gags in the background.
He smirks a little bit, kind of brushed his hand through his fiery hair before returning back to reality. Just normal, like sinks back into his face as his smile sinks down into almost a frown. And he looks over at Luna and Aelis and says, well, if your cast is going to take at least an hour, then allow me that time for reflection.
Aelis will nod.
And in the meanwhile, I shall retrace my steps to see if I can't find that documentation. If I learn anything else that I believe that you would be able to provide for assistance, then obviously I will let you in on more information.
Would, so based on being at the school,
Yes.
is there a place nearby that Aelis would know of that we could go to do this cast that probably no one would go to? Or even, like, are the dorms super close? I can't remember what you said the dorms are.
Yeah, the dorms are close. You could also go over to the dungeon, where typically that area is inactive while schools are not in session. You're able to go over to the dungeon if you so wish.
Okay, yeah, that's easy enough then.
All right. So, you would head over into the dungeon lobby, essentially, of the Arcane Academy.
Yeah, and do that long ass cast.
All right, give me 1 second. You descend down into the darkness of the lobby, specifically of the dungeon. That I can get that for you right now. Wow.
I like to imagine the number of times so far that Kyron has been like, what kind of fucking school is this? Just like so
Very
much weird
high.
shit in this school.
She's this is completely out of her element for sure. She's just like, why is this like this?
Just have to reload in the map.
Dang, Kyron's tanky. I just noticed the 114 health.
Oh,
yeah,
Iron is
dude.
super tanky now. She has 18 AC.
Oh, nice.
Yes, the dream.
Mhm.
The
Iron
dream,
is super tank.
the dream having an armor class.
I'm at 16 now.
Hell yeah.
I'm not as floppy anymore either.
I'm at
Hell
16.
yeah.
My armor class went down by 2. I think it's not taking into account the thing I got. I was at 17, I think.
I can look into it.
Okay.
What do you mean by the thing you got?
I got something, I think it was when we were in the old keep or somewhere that raised my, I just remember I had a 17 and it was always commented that it was high, so that's why I remember it.
Oh, you're like, yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, we'll put in slapping some torches down, and perfect. Okay. And then I'm doing this, going over here. You added this. Doing that. Turn off the snow. Put on the dungeon, and off you guys go. Bam. Oh, this is gonna be a fun spot to revisit for everyone that is up. There we go. Boom. Boom. And boom. All right. Actually, this is the This is the lobby of the dungeon that Alis, you descended down to go to the Jin. The Jin room.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But as you know, while classes are not in session, no one's doing any magical tests or magical trials. So yeah, you feel that this may be the one place where you'll have the most space. As you descend down, you'll see ancient documents all around, and old stained barrels to signify the barrels are stained because the water itself it's of different colors that are placed in to signify the year of classes that people are supposed to descend down for more powerful trials.
Alis will just kind of like, Alis will have explained, what this area is to them on the way down. So he'll just kind of like plop down and start casting.
Man, this place is dingy.
Yes, they liked it that way, to be honest.
Gross.
Begin to cast the spell. Your 1 hour cast. Is there anything else that you'd like to do? By the way, a little fun note, Alis, you descended down this set of stairs.
Which year is that?
Oh, that's like that. That is definitely the higher years. That's the
Okay.
years 3s and above. Yeah, this is the
Nice,
year
nice,
one,
nice.
1 and above. But you went down these stairs as you looked over at that. As you looked through the documents of the Jin. All right. So you cast the spell.
Luna look for stuff to loot while Alis is casting.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the captains aren't here. Someone's got to be like a pirate.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do a roll.
You are the captain, Luna. It's you now.
Arr!
As you look through, all you see is notes, old notes and documents, but nothing of value over in this lobby. Old notes and documents. One thing you find familiar is a note on what appears to be an ant heg.
What?
A creature that looks like a giant ant almost. You recall facing off against this creature. This was on a session a long time ago when you guys met with the Magi. He said that he had extracted memories, specifically of a fight against an ant heg that seemed to have been in a room filled with books and a pit of sand.
Interesting.
You all, actually, I believe, you all fought against that as the Magi's memory.
Oh.
Luna does not seem to recall this.
I don't know why I don't recall.
All right. So, after an hour's cast, 1 second. Okay. I think it was All King who thought. Oh no, you guys. I'm sorry. All King fought that. My apologies. You guys fought off against a werewolf. That's what it was, a lycanthrope in a crypt.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what it was. Yeah, the ant hag was
Luna
actually.
thought she was going crazy for a second.
No, the ant. That was that's my fault.
I also don't remember this.
Yeah, that's my fault. The ant hag was actually fought by the All King crew. So, my apology. When you run so many campaigns, sometimes they all mix up. Sometimes so no. Oh,
Life was so simple back when that weirdo in the hut showed up.
Yep.
Oh gosh, yeah.
All right. And with the spell cast, you all. Oh God, this I can already tell is just gonna be an event of itself. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Music changes are never not scary.
Well, that's because you're teleporting to a new area. You're teleporting to the altered city of Atlas.
Yes.
Oh, bam.
Oh, I like this music though.
Yeah. Once again, you appear in the floating city of Atlas. The trees and ground itself seems to be long since stained with the colors of urine.
What happened?
What?
Luna, you recognize the smell as goblin urine.
I was gonna say
It's
that's fucking goblins,
disgusting.
dude.
They've been marking their territory, haven't they?
Gross.
If you say that out loud, you'll hear Amanda give out a loud sigh and says,
I've slowly been cleaning it up. This is your city as well as theirs. The smell and the discoloration will be removed in time. That's not why I requested you here.
I was about to say, are we on piss duty?
You're not on piss duty, I promise that.
there seems to be a young individual up at the chapel. He was actually with you before. And she'll point over at Alis.
Oh, the first time I was here.
An albino-looking gentleman. Pointy ears. I believe changeling.
Oh. Yes, he's in there. So
Pointing out at the chapel.
what do you need us for then?
He seems to be...
Sorry, I'm looking for the word.
just a little bit in distress. He talks on and on about adventures he wishes to go on. Specifically speaking of the adventures, kind of like what you all have, pirates. He also seems familiar with you.
Pointing over at Kyron.
Me?
Mentioned a bonding as ape, whatever that means.
What? Oh.
The realization hits.
Alis will squint at her.
Yep. I know who you're talking about. Oh.
And she recalls more and she winces.
Yeah, that
So-
makes sense.
Just to be clear, he's upset and has annoyed you to the point that you've called us to come and take him away. Is that what's going on?
Dear boy, I have lived countless lifetimes. I am no longer annoyed or surprised.
Alis will smirk.
But he seems to be... He was uncertain of how to reach out to you. So I took the liberty.
It's
See.
weird that he wants to find us, though.
He's been through quite a bit.
I'm aware.
Karen is a little bit about it.
Is this a friend of yours, Karen?
You remember Space Baby, that whole thing?
Yeah.
He was there.
Oh.
Kyron,
His-
I'm sorry, Luna, now you do recall who it was, because you actually fought alongside with him when you're facing off against Cosmikara. He was the
Remember
young man that also transformed into an ape.
Oh, the other monkey, Luna says,
Yes,
kind of
the
like.
other monkey.
I see. She tries to remember. Did I only know him as a monkey? Is he a druid?
No, he's I don't know what he is actually, but he did turn into a monkey.
I believe he's a wizard. He went to the
Okay.
Astral Academy, but he didn't seem
That's
to
right.
know much. He's odd.
Oh, I see.
I'd recommend not being so blunt with him about that.
His classmate died at the end of the fight.
Oh,
I see.
You remember the cranky one that I didn't get along with?
Tremor.
Yeah. Yes, Tremor.
Aylis, is
Tremor
this your first
didn't
time
make
hearing
it.
that Tremor's dead?
Yeah, Aylis didn't know this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Shoot.
because I left the fight too.
Yeah,
think,
you,
like-
yeah,
you
midway
teleported
through.
back. Yep.
So we don't know about this at all. Okay.
Wait, Tremor's
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah. Oh, right. Tremor was your friend too, right?
Is
Did you guys
Otto
know each
okay?
other?
Luna
I-
distinctly remembers Otto, his familiar, more than she
I
remembers him.
don't know. Otto was his homunculus, right? Can
Yeah.
they survive on their own?
I don't know. All right. Yes, I understand now. We'll be gentle.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah.
Aylis, how are you taking this news?
I mean, like, Aylis only met him a couple of times, but, like, is still surprised.
Okay.
Yeah, so just be just be gentle, I guess.
Kyron really doesn't know how to handle this sort of situation. She's very skittish about this.
All right, I'll go in.
Me too, I guess.
She quickly requests uppies from Manda.
Later.
Later.
She's sad about it. She'll leave. Rejected. Rejected.
Earn your uppies.
Okie dokie. You guys are going up to the chapel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You ascend up the chapel. Louding. Give me 1 second. Be right back.
Okay.
So, guys, what's your character's favorite meal?
Everything.
Sausages.
Sorry, had to chase a cat away. Apologies. All right. So, you enter chamber, and there, Shane, you are in the middle of the chamber. Standing in the middle of the chamber, you find your mind being flooded, specifically with images. Oh boy. Oh god, that's right. Your two offline characters. You had Theo, and who was your other offline character? What was his name again? Barry. You have Theo and Barry's memories sort of being flooded within your mind itself. What was really interesting about this memory that you're getting. Oh, excuse me. God, I had a frog in my throat for a second. So, a little bit of history of what happened with Zahani. As he returned over into the chamber, specifically the Chamber of the Eight, you began to have memories flooded of these two orc brothers, essentially. And that, along with your sort of creation, or how you were made, has sort of put you in a mental lock, as your eyes are now glazed over, and you're essentially locked into what appears to be a dream, specifically of Theo and Barry living their life before they both were separated through their adventuring. And so that's what you're currently dreaming right now.
Barry was Theo's brother?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Surprise.
Oh.
Alis, or actually everyone, what do you guys do?
Iron cautiously approaches.
Yeah, you just see Zahani just standing there. Eyes a
Luna
little
just
glazed
starts
over.
Walking towards him, a little cautious, but also feeling concerned for him.
Zahani?
Do I snap out of it? Do I hear them?
No, you do not. As you get closer, you see Zahani standing there. His irises faded away. You kind of reminisce and remember exactly what it was like walking into the chamber. The flashes of memories you got of previous lives, of those of the memory that you shared. You theorize, Alis, that Zahani is probably doing the same thing, but something is amiss.
Something's trapped him in there. Or like
Right.
locked him. Seems to be stuck.
Zahani!
She'll shout louder.
Anything yet?
Nope, I'll let you know.
Oh God.
Alis will hesitantly like touch his shoulder.
As you touch his shoulder, Zahani, a voice of unfamiliar origin echoes in your mind.
Wake up!
As Zahani, you immediately jolt awake.
Theo? I'm sorry. I turn around. I see them. Wait, my friend. He points at Kyron.
Oh.
Oh no!
Are you all right?
Hey.
You seemed to be, I don't know, stuck.
I think I was just sleeping. I had a dream. It was weird. Two brothers.
That was an intense sleep.
Is it? What did I look like?
Your eyes were blank?
And open.
I do not know if I sleep with my eyes open. I cannot see myself.
We should get you out of here. This place is teeming with magic. It's obviously doing something to you.
Is that what it is? I was actually coming here looking for you, or at least one of you.
Alis will nod. Manda contacted us, said that you were looking for us. Or wanted to
hairy
speak
one?
with us. Mm.
Yes, I think I made her angry. I would sometimes get bored and change into her, and she did not like it.
Iron likes
Oh, you're a changeling, says Luna.
Yes, as I change into you.
Alis has such a confused look on his face.
Luna's slightly fascinated as she walks around. Wow.
Just
I
so
have long hair.
just so you're aware, because I know Luna mentioned this, changelings are not native to Io. In fact, they are not documented at all.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Iron squints and also looks him up and down, and she's like,
Yo, that's real good. Is that magic? What
Oh
is
no,
that?
you could even touch it. It is not an illusion or anything of the sort.
What?
I could just I don't know, I change myself, how I look.
I mean, I guess I kind of do the same thing with animals, but nothing like this. She tugs on your arm.
Yeah, when she said that you were a changeling, I assumed that. Interesting.
Where are you
You've
from,
always been able to
Zahani?
do this.
Where am I from? I think I was made. I had a dream once that some voice spoke to me and said I was made. I do not know where.
That's bizarre.
I think Alice was asking if you've always been able to do this.
Oh, as far as I can remember.
Can you
What
change
can
into?
you remember? How old are you?
Oh, I do not know. I hear people talk about old and age, but how do you count that?
Hmm.
In
Can you change
years?
into anything?
Alice squints at him.
I could change into things that are around the same size as me. I can't make myself bigger, if that makes sense.
Can you become a rock?
Can I become a rock? Brett, can I become a rock? Or at least look like a rock?
You can look like a humanoid rock if you'd like.
Ugh, like a rock man.
Humanoid rock.
I guess I would try. I've never
It's
tried
like a
before.
golem.
Yeah.
You would just see almost as if it was like patches of rocky scales begins to form on Zahani's face.
I'm still soft though. It is not a rock. I squish myself.
Yeah, the rock gives way like flesh.
That's
Wow.
bizarre. That is bizarre.
Yes, this is very. Still, could we get out of here?
Oh, yes, we can leave, I guess. I do not want to fall asleep again.
And so, Zahani, as you have been jolted awake, I can now tell you exactly what's happened to you. You are what is considered a keeper of the memory. By being a keeper of the memory, you have a flood of like sort of moments and memories from previous lives that connect to you. Sort of like connect to you like a loose spiritual string to these varieties of histories. Your memory, however, closely connects over to two individuals, brothers, which is extremely unusual for memory keepers, Theo and Barry. Above board, your characters in the world of Io are all thinly connected to each other. And this is how it's connected, through this sort of ancient magic known as the memory. This magic itself was ancient in the sense it was part of the first origin races, one of the first races of Io, the Astari, used this magic with powers still unknown. But yeah, because of that, you were connected. So, at this point in time, Zahani, you level up,
Whoa!
Oh,
but with a twist. This is your memory level.
Ooh.
In the world of Io, you are capped for classes. You are capped at level 10, which
Interesting.
means you need to pick a secondary class
Oh boy.
to level to 1.
That's a big decision.
It is. Would you like to ask the rest of the party what they decided to level in?
Yeah, I'm actually interested.
Luna's a bard, a sorcerer's bard.
Ooh. Bard is fun.
Tyron's a druid barbarian.
I like that.
I did a sorcerer paladin.
Boy, this is difficult.
It is. It's a lot. But but it essentially lets you to become a very it lets you become your own individual. What would Zahani be?
I think Zahani would want to be a wizard rogue.
A wizard rogue?
As weird as that sounds, yeah.
No, that doesn't sound weird at all. I totally get it because of the
I like
because of the changeling nature,
Yeah,
the sort of deceptive
changeling is
nature
very
itself.
rogue thing.
Also, one thing you may or may not have noticed, hit points are maximized now. So all of your hit points
Oh.
have been maximized. So your 72 hit points that you are now, that's you at maximum hit points. So
Interesting.
so you are gaining a level in Rogue, is that correct?
Yes.
Here, I'm actually going to go ahead and add it for you right now. As a Rogue, you first of all, what would you like to gain a proficiency in? There's another skill that you can gain.
Does it have choices or?
Yep, acrobatics, athletics, intimidation, performance, or sleight of hand.
Absolutely performance.
That's what I thought. Now, of the rogue skills, pick two skills you'd like to gain expertise in. What this means is you're able to add double your proficiency bonus in these skills.
And does this have a choice as well, or just?
Yep. Deception, insight, investigation, perception, performance, persuasion, stealth, or thieves' tools.
I think it would be persuasion and perception.
Okay. You've gained a sneak attack. You know how to strike subtly. If this was disruption once per turn, you could deal extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack if you had advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah.
The attack must use a finesse or ranged weapon.
I believe.
Yeah.
Dagger's a finesse weapon, yeah?
That is correct.
Then yes, I'm good.
Yeah. I will also let you know. I don't have it yet, but that I may entertain the idea of using this in certain spells later on.
Oh.
So specifically cantrips more than likely.
Yeah.
But I will keep you up to date on that and how that's balanced.
Exciting.
For your hit points, I'm just gonna go ahead and just type 96, 54, plus 8. That is 62. Your hit points is now 82 hit points.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Hell yeah.
There is Zahani.
Thank you, boy.
Now a rogue. You are now a level 1 rogue.
Hell yeah.
One more thing before we continue, Zahani. Hold on. Oh, sorry. One second. Looking up the what stats did I? What's the new stat array? So, here we go. Because you are now on a secondary class. And by the way, I don't know if I gave this to everyone here or not. If I did not, you're free to do this as well. You now follow a new stat array. So the 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8 has now transformed to 15, 14, 12, 10, and 8.
Ooh.
So your 13 becomes a 15.
Oh, cool.
So, you look at your abilities. So, technically, this actually works out because your 13 was in dexterity.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's actually perfect. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
yeah, exactly. So, because you've gained a secondary class, you are also free to move these numbers around if you so wish. Would you like to do so, or would you like to keep everything where it's at?
I think I'll keep them where they're at, honestly.
Okay. Let me go ahead and just real quick do manual. Do 8, 15, 14, and 12, and 15. Boom, baby. All right. In addition to this, you have also gained proficiency in light armor as a rogue. Manda is able to give you +1 versions of any weapon or armor you so desire. If you would like to go ahead
I have armor.
and do that. Well, as a sorcerer, as a wizard, you don't have armor.
Yeah.
But now that you are a rogue, you can go ahead and get yourself.
That's very
if you
good.
so
I need
require.
some.
Mhm.
Right, that was when I took Paladin. I was like, I'm sorry, I can wear half plate now.
That's
So,
very good. My AC was low.
Would you like to request any weapons or armor from Manda?
Honestly, just armor and maybe. You said I can upgrade one, yeah? Like my dagger, since I'd be using it.
Yes. So would you like to have a dagger a +1?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a dagger of +1. Add to equipment. Oh, there's now a backpack and an equipment slot. Oh, look at you, Look at you, D&D Beyond, leveling up. And 1 second. I believe you can, if you so wish. Studded leather would be the armor. +1 studded leather is what you would get.
Leather.
Now, here's the thing. Nope. Oh, yep, you're good. So, there we go. Here's the thing. Currently, you have a cloak of protection.
Yes.
+3. That. Never mind. That stacks. Okay, never mind.
I thought you were gonna get rid of my cloak.
Okay, no. So, so the +1 bonus on studded leather. Or does it? Okay, how the fuck does this work? Hold on 1 second. Wow. You gain +3 bonus to AC, +1 to saving throws, +1 bonus to AC while wearing this armor. I'm confused. Okay, so that's it. That's a 2. 13, 2.
Yeah, I might actually not take the armor because I'd rather just keep my mage armor on. Because I have to not wear armor for that. And it's a 14.
That is true.
Because it's mastered.
That is true.
So I might get offered it and then refuse.
Gotcha. Yeah, apparently, hey, rule lawyers, does Cloak of Protection stack with armor? With magical armor? So if you get a +3 armor, does that stack with a Cloak of Protection? If so, that's really fucking awesome. It doesn't affect armor. That's what I thought. For some reason, it does in D&D Beyond. Oh, it's a cloak slot. Oh, so you can still stack shit. Oh, that's really cool. Okay.
It's useful.
That is useful. Absolutely useful. Well, it's a cloak. ... Okay, no, I know it's a cloak, chat, but what I'm saying is like... Is Cloak of Protection a cloak? Wow, amazing. No, I meant like, does the magical bonuses stack? I thought they didn't. I thought they didn't. I'll have to look into it. But apparently, according to D&D Beyond, you can wear a Cloak of Protection as well as a set of armor. I think it's generally DM's discretion. Okay, actually, hold on 1 sec. I'm going to look this up real quick. Yes. Mage armor is an AC calculation. Cloak protection is AC bonus. AC calculations can't stack with Oh, you know what it is? Oh, shit. It just increases the... Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, never mind. I totally get it. So stacking rules. Oh, there's never been anything specific. Because it increases the... Anyway, sorry. No, I'll look in this minute, but you're good. So if you wear a Cloak of Protection with studded leather armor, you have mastery over mage armor, which means that is correct. A studded leather armor +1 would not be magical enough for you. Because mage armor gives you an AC of 14.
Yeah,
which means,
it's mastered.
Yeah, so which means you would have an AC of 19 whenever you use
Yo.
Yeah.
Huge.
Absolutely huge. So you also get a +1 bonus on saves, which is really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. Pretty freaking cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's huge.
Cloak of Protection gives you +1 on saves. That is correct.
Yeah.
You have a Headband of Intellect. You have a Wand of the War Mage. Yeah, you're decked out. You have an Amulet of Proof against detection and location. Yeah, you're doing great.
Sneaky amulet.
You have a Ring of the Cosmic Claw.
Hey, you know it.
Yeah. That means this party now has 2 rings of the Cosmic Claw. Excellent.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell
Big
yeah,
dick
indeed.
team. Big dick team.
All right. So, with Zahani in tow, and now a new magical dagger. Actually, let's take a bathroom break real quick. Does that work okay, well with everyone?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a 5-minute bathroom break.
I just came back from one.
Well, sorry.
Sorry again that I was so late, team.
No, please.
This has been a great
it's okay.
session
You're
so
good.
far,
You're
so
so
thanks
good.
for being patient with me.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Absolutely.
No one's don't. Anyone that does care, get him out of here. I don't want him in
Whoa,
my.
damn. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Wholesome moments
Ow,
only,
Dodger,
damn
I
it.
can't believe that you made us wait.
I'm gonna leave it unmute. Is that okay with everyone while I go pee so you can ask because Dodger can ask her questions? Yeah. Okay, I'll be back.
Can I ask
Favorite
my
meals.
questions?
Yeah, favorite
All
meal.
of my,
Go.
all of my questions. What's your favorite? Well, guys,
Yeah, now you got the pressure. Now you got the pressure.
No. I'm ready. Cracks
Okay.
knuckles. So
Yeah, here we
actually,
go.
my
I'll be
favorite
right
my
back.
favorite meal in for real's life is spaghetti. Specifically, my dad's spaghetti. And Clark, pretty much anytime you ask what she wants to eat, says spaghetti bolognese. And so today Sam made spaghetti for her. And he was like, I just kind of wung it, but I think it turned out pretty good. And it tasted so similar to my dad's spaghetti that I felt emotional.
Oh,
I know.
That's precious.
It was lovely. Anyway, I have no idea what Aelis's favorite meal is, but I should think about it.
My favorite meal is lasagna. So in line with
Hell
that
yeah.
pasta.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Kyron will eat literally anything, as I think everyone knows by now. But she will take all forms of meat.
Yeah.
Just a stick of beef. She'll be happy. Oh, it's my chat now. I have chat now. Everyone else is BRBing. That means it's just me. Hi, chat. Chat, you're my favorite. Hi, chat, you're my favorite. Are you guys enjoying everything so far? I like this. I can sow chaos while everyone is gone, and no one will be the wiser. Masay, you're cool? You're cool. You're cool. Hey, I want everyone to spam various heart emotes. Bretu love, let's go. Show this crew some love. I want everyone to feel very loved when they get back. Make everyone feel super loved. It's like, Masay, I like you. You're all right. You are quite all right yourself. Look at that. Look at all those loves. Look at all those loves. Good job. I want everyone to feel happy and loved because everyone's putting a bunch of work and a bunch of heart into this show for you guys. So, yeah, that's what I like to see. Y'all know what's up.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No, Masay, are you
no.
talking to chat?
No.
I see hearts. I see hearts.
Look, So chat did it by themselves. Chat did it by themselves.
You said
because
something
chat
wholesome.
loves you.
You said
Chat loves you.
Oh wait, it's for me. This is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, look.
well, thank you.
I was telling chat that we all put all of our heart and soul into making these characters come to life, and the show is really awesome. So, hearts for DM and hearts for crew.
Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. All right, that's wholesome as heck. Thank you so much.
Hey, chat. Brett's a good DM, right? Brett, best DM. Let's go.
Or
Give heart, give
wait,
heart.
there it is for Masay specifically, not Brett. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Even when I'm not trying to bully you, I'm bullying you, apparently.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Guys, praise DM. Praise
Thank
DM.
you.
That's what I was trying to do.
Thank you. Big nodders. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate that. What are you he-he-ing about? What are you he-heing about?
See, you can trust me with your chat.
The fact that you have to say that makes me concerned.
You can absolutely 100% trust me with your chat.
You're great, Brett, regardless of what Masae said. What Masae said? What did Masae say?
Masae say.
What
You're gonna
Masae
have to
say?
go back and watch the VOD.
No, don't do that.
Watch my own VOD?
No, don't do that.
Well, we're waiting for Dodgers, so go watch my own VOD.
No, you don't have to do that. You don't gotta do that. Dodger's gonna be back in like 2 seconds.
Let's see what happens here.
Nothing happened.
Let's see what you said.
Nothing happened.
Maybe
Nothing happened.
Maybe nothing happened.
Nothing happened. That means you don't have to go and watch it. Look, if I were... You're actually pulling it up. What's wrong with you?
As he returned... let's see what's...
Like,
see what happened. Look, we got until Dodger comes back. So let's see what...
Dodger, please. Look. Chat was spamming hearts, right? Clearly, I didn't see anything bad.
Open protect means
Mm-hmm.
you got here. Let's see.
Stick of beef.
Oh, there we go. All right.
And so today, Sam made
Look,
spaghetti.
Dodger's back. Dodger's back. Brett,
Nice.
Dodger's back.
Okay. All right. Masae said something. I don't know what she said, but she's trying to be very active and to not show it. So.
Oh. All I know is when I walked away, through my headphones, I could hear her going, "My chat now, my chat now." So that's all I heard.
I mean, those are all things I honestly believe in. So. All right. So everyone is back. You've received a +1 dagger, Zahani. You guys are able to teleport back if you so wish, unless there's anything else that you would like to do here in the altar.
I don't think so.
I don't have
I just
anything.
want to fix my armor class back to the big dragon.
Oh, you want?
Beefy level.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can.
Thank you.
You're like, yeah. You're like, yeah. Fix my armor class. That's what I want you to do. And I'm like,
Only if it's not too much trouble.
all right, let's take a peek. You got an armor class of 15. I'm looking at your inventory. You got a couple of daggers. You got a couple.
I don't
of
have the item with me because I remember at the time you said we'd get it added. So I just wrote it in my notepad.
I did. All right, it's fine.
Whoa.
I did. I'll add it again.
did.
It was a ring, correct?
I can't remember if it was a ring or an amulet.
It was an amulet. Okay. I think it was an amulet.
I'm not helpful at all.
No, you're
I think it
good.
was
I believe it was an amulet. I believe it was an amulet as well. That makes sense. Attune. There we go. Boom. You have an AC of 17.
Yay, thank you.
Wow, so tanky, so
You're
pretty.
welcome.
Very
You're
tank.
welcome.
Captain, my captain.
Captain.
Thank you, Captain.
There it is. Okay. She was telling us about the virtues of Todd Snap. Who's Todd Snap? Masae. All right, and we continue on this magical adventure in the world of Aya.
Todd Snap is a professional Pokemon photographer making his debut in the anime, most notable as the main character of Pokemon.
Oh, I see.
Why you gotta throw me under the bus like this?
I see.
Why you throw me under the bus like
I'm just using Google, dude.
I see. All right. So,
okay, Todd Snap got a huge glow up in Pokemon Snap, all right? And the new one, all right?
Here's the thing. All I asked was, who is Todd Snap? That is all I said. And then you started freaking the heck out.
Oh man, yeah, he looks like a super doofus earlier, and then they were like, "What if we made him cute?" I hate that.
Exactly.
Come on.
Biggest glow up
let
ever, right?
Let doofuses have their characters.
Yeah, right? You know what Pokemon Snap needs? Sex appeal! All right, anyways, so we're going back. You've teleported back at this point. That is a goofy character. So, after some time, and you received your +1 dagger, you have all returned back into the basement of the Astral Academy, taking the Arcane Academy, excuse me, taking Zahani.
Yay!
Zahani, you appear into into a dark basement filled with old wooden tables, assorted with a variety of academia documents.
I don't believe I've been here, yeah.
You have not been here because you are actually in the Exodus Academy in the material plane.
Where are me right now?
We're at the Exodus Academy.
Another school? I go from one to another?
Well, we're not staying here. You don't have to worry too much.
Oh, thank goodness.
No.
I was not good at the homework
Hey, neither am I.
and things like that.
We should just be here for a
Gross.
short period of time and then we'll be on a ship and we'll be leaving.
You see a light thing illuminate over into the south. Are you just walking through?
Yep.
Yeah.
Karen's gonna go.
Kyron, as you turn over, you see Malcolm with his hair ablaze, providing a light source, walk over, bumping into you. He stamps back a little bit, surprised, and then sees, like, oh, well, there
Hi.
you are. Seems
Yep,
you-
we just got back.
Seems you're looking for trouble.
I mean, if I'm looking for you, then sure, I guess.
The
Luna's like, we're gonna check on you.
I suppose. The dungeons are not exactly a place of good memories for me. But I assumed if you were going to be anywhere that required some silence and solace, it would be here. Where is Alis? Young girl.
He's coming.
Hey, Zahani, can you
Yeah?
turn into the guy we're about to see that has bright red hair, but not
Oh,
let him
no.
see you first?
Well,
I
he
kind
has
of have to see him.
Can you like maybe look at? We're gonna go around a corner. Maybe you could look at him without letting him see you.
I could try sneaking around.
Okay, I think it would be funny. Here, he's this way. She kind of beckons him, like he's over here.
Oh, there you are.
We're
Have you-
back. Has anything happened?
Nothing yet. Have you finished your business here?
Yes, we have a new companion, but
Hmm.
it shouldn't change anything.
Very well. And who is your new companion? Where did you find your new companion?
Alis
the-
will like
In the dungeons?
peek around the corner. No. Where is he? To Luna.
I want to try to sneak a peek without him seeing me.
Luna kind
don't-
of runs over and creates a diversion. She's like, "Oh, hi, Malcolm. How have you been?"
He like turns over for a second. He's like, good. It's only been an hour.
Do you think that I might be able to, if it's okay,
Zahani, come on.
see your fox again? You see, I have a familiar, also a white raven, and I just have a great interest in unique familiars. I've never seen a
We
flaming
really have
fox
time for all
before.
this. Can we?
No, we
Zahani.
we don't have time for this. We don't have time for this at all. I'm happy to show you my fantastic familiar, but perhaps another time. Zahani, you then, let's see.
I'm not very sneaky. It's my first time, okay?
Yeah, you begin to walk down the stairs and echoing over there. Malcolm turns over to your presence.
Alis gestures at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
There you see a man with illuminated hair. He is also looking straight towards you. What? Who? Where? How did you find this
Zahani.
individual? Yes, you
Zahani,
found-
this is Malcolm. He's helping us do something at this academy, and then
He,
we'll be moving on.
he steps past you, Alis, almost like a shove, looking over at Zahani, stating,
Where did you come from, young man?
They picked me up from the flying castle place.
Hey, the flying what?
I don't know what it is called.
All I know is nothing good comes out of this dungeon. Are you from this plane? He'll point out over at you.
Yes, he
This
is.
plane. I do not know what that is, but yes. She says yes.
You really need to be interrogating people right now.
Look, nothing good comes from this. So where did you find him?
Look, we've known him for a while, all right?
So he's an ally of yours.
We told you that we went teleporting to another place, didn't we? Right? We told you we were going somewhere. We pulled him through, and now he's here because this is where we left from.
Fine.
He's an old comrade.
There's nothing really strange about it.
Chiron and him go way back.
It's fine, he says, holding up his hand. It's fine, it's fine. As long as you know who he is. I'm just saying, there hasn't really been very good fortune coming from this dungeon. But if it's
You keep
someone...
saying that.
He looks over and he's like, well, it's true. A lot of bad things have happened here. Students have lost their lives. We were... Anyways, look, I believe I found your document. Place that it seems to have been relocated for purposes unknown.
Wonderful.
Well, yes, but I do believe I know where it is. And I will need your help, he says, looking at Alis.
All right. What do I need to do?
Well, you seem to be good at tracking ley lines. Is that correct?
I have a bit of experience with them. It's the only reason I was able to do that before.
Are you able to travel on them?
He winces. I don't know.
So here's
Never tried.
So here's the. Let me see if we ever documented. Remember when I said you can create a portal through the Labyrinth Veil?
Yes.
But it was like a higher level spell that you had to learn.
It was like a thing. I definitely in an episode took the time to read that book. But through reading that book, found out that I was not strong enough or didn't know enough in order to.
I
think
spell. It was like you had to have the ability to cast 5th level slots.
Maybe.
Which you now have the ability to do.
Well, hot dingle dangle, Brett.
Yeah. That's really, I don't know. I like it because it shows growth, because it was like a thing that before you were like, it was like you weren't able to cast that spell, and now you're just like, you're able to do it. Like you may actually be able to do this. Yeah, that's
Alis
exciting.
cracks knuckles, looks at the lens. I suppose I'll try. Okay.
All right. So there are a couple of issues that you may need to be aware of. There is rumors that the headmistress will be returning here shortly after some diplomatic business. Well, once she has concluded that, I believe she's actually returning to the school to investigate more of the strange fallen hero phenomenon that seems to be the library of our school. So we do not have much time. We're going to have to snoop a little bit, specifically in the headmistress.
But you think that it's not on the same plane as we're on right now?
The office, yes. The location for your paperwork, as well as what I'm looking for, also yes. But the thing is, we need to establish a teleportation line through the ley line. And of course, as you know, that would probably require a construction within the Labyrinth Veil so that we can travel to and fro for the two locations. A link, if you...
Right. Okay. I think I understand what you need me to do. I'll try. I can definitely feel ley lines. I can track them, but I've never tried to travel on one.
Well, first time for anything, I suppose. I was able to do so. Well, I would, but I can't, so I need your help, he says begrudgingly.
Is there a ley line to start from here, or
If you were to try to identify it, but Malcolm tells you that that he can guide you over to where he believes the ley line would be.
Okay. Alis would nod and agree to go with him.
All right. See real quick. Wowee. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. I have to. Oh God, this is scary. Is this the song?
What do you mean this is scary?
Hold on. Well, I have two.
You're in the driver's seat.
I know, that's what makes it scary. I have two music files, and they're labeled the same name, but they're both different music files. So I have to check to see which one I'm looking for. Nope, that's not it either. Where are you? Son of a bitch! Hold on, I'm in the driver's seat. Me. All right, that works. We'll just use. Okay. So, at this point,
Call this song Plink Plink. You'll never forget it.
Wait, what?
Just call this song Plink Plink.
Plink
and anytime
Plink.
you see it,
Plink,
yeah,
plink,
anytime you
plink.
see it now, you'll be like, oh.
No,
I know
there
what song
was
that is. It's
there
the
was
stupid song that Dodger made me call Plink Plink.
Plink
and then you'll
Plink.
never forget.
No, they're specifically. Oh, you know what? I remember what I called the song.
Is it Plink Plink?
It's not.
Okay, I just figured I'd ask.
Yo,
you know,
it's
one in a
Plink
million.
Plink. You're right.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Did you do this to me before?
Dude,
Is this
there it is.
Inception?
Well, there it is. Plink Plink. Oh my God. Here it is. There it is. So if you go over to the audio button, you'll see now playing is Snow and Plink Plink. So you're welcome.
Yes. Yes.
Plink Plink.
Plink Plink. I finally made a mark on IO.
So, following Malcolm as you navigate through the hallways, you discover the office of Headmaster Kronos. All right, let's be quick about this. And you'll see he walks over and looking around a little bit. I've scoured through this room, couldn't find anything what you were looking for. Your documents, looking over to Alis, was over there on the desk, but is no longer. And then I sensed something a bit familiar when I was scrying for the portal earlier, of where your friends went. And apparently around here somewhere is a ley line, specifically for teleportation. But I'm, as I mentioned before, not very good. Says grumbling. Not very good at divination, so I figured I would request something from you.
Alis will have like stalled at the door for a little bit, and finally started walking in, and will mutter, "Hate this room." And he'll walk over. Sorry, did you say it was over here?
Somewhere in this room, I would assume, but otherwise, I'm uncertain where. But I do
What
sense
is it
the
we-
presence of.
What are we looking for?
Oh,
We're looking for a ley line, I believe.
yes, we're looking for a teleportation rail, if you will, my dear albino friend.
Is it under this rug? Zahani picks up the rug and like fans it, like he's straightening out a blanket.
The rug itself seems particularly heavy. Alis, you recognize a magical aura from the rug.
What is this?
It's magic for sure. I
it's a
don't think it's the ley line, but
It's a magical rug. Yes, of course. He
Can
says,
we
It's
help
magic.
look for it at all, or is it something only Alis can do?
He'll point over to Alis. Well, this young man seems to be a very adept when it comes to looking for ley lines.
Oh, it's just because I had one stuck to me for a while. He'll start trying to trace it.
All right, give me an Arcana check.
18. Oh, thank God.
Where Tremor has failed, will Alis succeed? All right, Alis.
Yeah.
Couple of things. You are able to track the ley line, and that's specifically because the rug itself, hidden within its pattern,
Never mind.
is a magical circle of teleportation.
Ayla's, after saying that to everybody, will then try to start tracking the ley line and like close his eyes and turn around, and when he opens his eyes, he's looking right at the carpet and will just sigh. Go. It's a magic circle.
So I was right.
You were right.
Oh, very well, very good job, my albino friend. He says, patting over on Zahani.
Yes, I knew it was there.
It seems you're better than this than Alis.
Which means we need to figure out how to activate it.
Quite. This, I'm sure I can assist with. Looks over at Zah. He's like, well, since we seem to be a party of spellcasters, he looks at Zahani. Stand over there, perfect. Yes, you, looking over at Luna. Masterful sorceress, stand over there. The arcane arts will be perfect for us. And of course, Master Alis. No, over here. And of course, Master Alis will be guiding our way as we continue to cast the spell in an attempt to navigate and activate the magical circle.
Aylis will nod.
He then stares at Kyron.
And stares back.
Not you. You can go ahead and wait against the wall.
Wonderful. What if I just wait right here?
She plops down.
No,
She sits. She sits.
You're just.
She folds her arms.
You're disturbing the magical energies. I need you to get up and go over there, please.
Fine.
Aylis is trying really hard not to smile.
All right, very well. So this circle itself, I would imagine, was created by the headmistress, which means it's going to be a very powerful circle to unlock, especially if it's one that she has created. So, let's all gather our arcane energies and see if we can channel it into the
Whoa,
circle.
arcane energies.
He gives a stink eye over to Kyron and looks back at the rug.
Stupid wizards. Arcanists think they're so good.
All right. I need so before anyone starts rolling, I'll tell you when to start rolling. Everyone needs to make an Arcana check currently. You need a combined arcane effort of a 65
Oh.
Ooh.
to unlock the magical circle.
Okay.
This of course includes Malcolm rolling and helping as well.
Is it possible for me to do bardic inspiration? Would that help with this sort of thing?
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hell
hey.
yeah.
Hold on. Wait, I might also have something like that. Maybe, unless I got rid of it. Please don't tell me I didn't get rid of it. Oh my god, if I got rid of it.
What is it you want? Look, I know you want to help, but let the spellcasters handle it.
Okay,
You'll really regret it if you don't pay attention to her.
So I have enhance ability. Does that work on this? Because it's in I can like choose intelligence or wisdom for advantage, or
So,
How does this work?
Well, intelligence is the Arcana check. With Fox's cunning, the target has an advantage in intelligence checks, which means the target has advantage on all skill checks under intelligence, which does include
Oh my
Arcana.
god.
Oh.
oh shoot! All right, cool.
Why don't you transform into a dog and scratch your ears or something? We'll be done here in a moment.
Excuse me?
I know you're eager to help, but
Iron,
we'll find.
what is it you think you can do?
We'll
Ignore
find
him.
something for you.
What is it that you think you can do to help?
I can kick him in the balls. That's what I can do.
That
Cool,
would be
beyond
helpful at
that.
all.
Kyron casts.
Literally.
Hold on.
That won't help at all.
What does? Hold on.
So, enhance ability allows you to select it from a list of like buffs, essentially.
Right.
The one that you're specifically looking at is Fox's Cunning, where the target has advantage on
Okay, so
intelligence.
I can target multiple creatures at higher levels. Then that's
That
what I
is-
was looking.
That is correct.
Ooh.
So to target 3 people, what level would it have to be?
So, at second level, you can target 1 creature. At third level, 2 creatures. At fourth level, 3 creatures. At fifth level, 4 creatures. Essentially, take take your spell level, subtract 1, and that's how many people.
Okay. I really don't want to target what's his face, but God.
No, but this is a really high.
Yeah, it's really
DC.
important. All right, here we go.
Oh, so at fifth level, all right.
So Kyron's gonna go around and like give Alis a high five.
Alis gives you a high five back.
you
Kyron
feel
gives
your
Luna a
mind
high five.
open up, Alis.
Make it a
Alis
high
high
five.
fives her like he's not sure what's going on, and then he like whirls around as she walks by, like, "What did you just do?"
I'm helping.
Kyron offers Luna a high five.
Luna gives a high five back.
And she offers Zahani a high five.
Zahani holds up both hands. He loves this.
All right, double high fives. We'll take it.
I love Zahani. I'm
Zahani
so
too.
happy he's here.
You should be more effective now.
I suppose being I suppose keeping morals high would be important. Very good job, Kyron.
Kyron walks up to him and just glares at him straight in his face.
You sure you don't want my blessing?
Slap
You gonna
him
be
across
a dick
the
about
face.
it?
It'd be incredible.
No, she's absolutely going to.
He raises an eyebrow and says, "Sure, why not?" and holds his hand up.
He slugs him in the face.
Zahani's
Shit.
fucking on the floor laughing.
He shakes his head a little bit, like, "What did you do that for?" Oh, and he rubs his temple a little bit, and then looks over at Kyron and goes, "Oh, clever girl. Enhanced ability, huh? I didn't realize you were capable of such amazing powers. Seems I've took you for granted."
I'm a druid. It's what we do.
She walks off and leans against the wall.
He looks at everyone and looks at Kyron and shrugs. My apologies, then.
She huffs.
This should suffice. Very well, then. Are you all
Is
ready?
Luna giving bardic inspiration to anybody? Did that already happen?
Who would you like to give bardic inspiration to?
I think to Alis, I think.
How do you provide your
Okay.
bardic inspiration? Do you play an instrument or do you sing a song?
I guess I'll take out this miniature dulcimer that I have and play a little melody that I think is something that Alis told me once about his childhood or something like that.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't realize us.
Perfect. Whatever works.
All right. So, Alis, you have received bardic inspiration.
How much is at level 1? How much bardic inspiration is that?
I
a
believe
D4?
I believe it is a D. I'm checking now.
A D6 at level 1.
I might.
Yeah, it is at level 1.
Yeah, it is a
D6.
D6. Yeah, yeah.
Sick. Toot toot.
Should I give anyone else bardic inspiration, or?
I think you can only reading bardic inspiration. To do so, you use your bonus action on a turn and choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet who can hear you. Creature gains one bardic inspiration die d6. Once within 10 minutes, the creature can roll a die. It is there. You can use this feature whenever time equal to your charisma modifier, minimum once. You regain any expended uses after long rest. Your bargain first when you reach certain levels in this class. Okay, so yes, what is your charisma modifier?
It is. Oh gosh, I should know this by now. Charisma is +8. Is that right?
That is wrong. You're
might be
you're
the
you're
same.
looking at your saves. Yeah, no, the
+3. Is
plus
that
3.
it?
Yes. So,
Okay.
yeah, you can give it to 2 other people.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Hey, look at that.
Then I guess I'll do that. I'll give it to the other 2 people,
Okay.
to Zahani and Malcolm.
Okay. Boop, boop.
Oh, let's fucking go, guys. I
This is
believe in
gonna be
us. I'm pumped.
All right. So with that, you are now able to make your. Okay. So I need it's time. Arcana checks. Let's go.
We got this.
Oh my god.
Do
Wow.
a second Arcana roll, Luna.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so depressed.
Because you get an advantage. 16. All right. So Luna has a 17. Aylis has a 12. Aylis has a 14. Okay.
Oh,
Ugh, god.
Zahani.
I have to open D&D Beyond in another window because Chrome was having a memory leak. So real quick, because I have D&D Beyond in Chrome, but Roll20 in Firefox.
No. It's all good. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and roll this. Okay, Malcolm got a 20, which means
Ugh.
and it's gonna roll a one. Hold on, roll a 1d8 or 1d6. 5. Okay, so which means Zahani, you need to roll a 9 on your Arcana check.
Oh, easy.
Oh my god.
Give me a minute. I need to get an authentication token from Twitch now.
No
This is a whole
worries.
process.
No worries. Is the hardware acceleration issue again? It might.
I have no idea what it is, but oof. It's never happened before. This is the first time. Like,
Did you disable hardware acceleration at some point in
I
the
don't
past?
believe I have.
Yeah, essentially it's because you can't watch videos on Chrome in Discord unless you disable hardware acceleration. But then it just Roll20 just starts eating your.
That's gross. Yeah, my memory was up at like 80%. It was awful.
That is disgusting.
All
Okay.
this to roll an 8, chat? How dare
Alright.
you?
What if I just roll manually? I know my stats.
Yeah, why not, right?
We'll do the first one.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
a 6 plus. Oh, well, they still have that bardic inspiration if it's a 2.
Well, roll again, right?
Well, roll
'Cause
again,
you
you have
have
it. You have
one time,
advantage.
2 rolls.
Right. You have advantage because of the fox's cunning.
Heyo.
Oh,
Damn.
huge.
Oh my god.
With a
Malcolm
23.
and Zahani, so based.
A total of 79.
Oh, we did it!
Yay!
A circle illuminates on the carpet. Uh-huh. Let's see here. Frickin', there we go. Anyways, yeah. A circle appears on the carpet, illuminating. As it lights up, a portal appears. Sorry. Frickin'. All right. The carpet illuminates. You've successfully activated the portal.
Hey, look at that. You guys did it.
But did it without you. Looking at
It
Kyron.
was the high five.
She kind of rubs her nose a little bit proudly. She's pleased with herself.
All right.
Alis wants to see if he can figure out exactly where this goes before they go in.
Absolutely.
Arcana check.
Yes, please.
Great.
Oh.
You
Nope,
are
tapped out. No
Yeah.
idea.
you are uncertain. Yeah, your mind is still a muddle.
Okay.
Actually, since you're under the effect of enhance ability, you can roll again.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Okay, that's better.
There we go. It does remain on this plane. It seems to be a subsection of the Arcane dungeon that has been locked away, with no other access to, except by this magic circle.
Alis will be holding his hand out to like scan it and squints a little and says, it's just going to take us to another part of the dungeon. Who you hitting, Zahani?
It's a test, so I gotta make sure it's linked. Beyond 20.
Zahani punches the ground.
Oh my god.
All right. So, with that, Malcolm looks around and says, "Well, are we going?"
Of course.
Yes, so.
All right then. Be cautious and be careful.
I jump in.
Same.
You immediately just yeah.
Alis will look at Malcolm and go, pirates, not really their thing. And Alis will follow them in.
Very well then. He'll look over at Luna.
They're in a hurry. And then she walks in too.
Shouldn't we be? You hear Malcolm's voice fade out at that point in time as all of you have just leapt into the magical circle of the carpet. Oh boy. All right, Malcolm will head in there as well. And you all will be whisked away further into the depths of the X Academy dungeon. Let me go ahead and everyone likes bam, bam, bam.
Oh, come on. Come on. Aw.
All right. Fucking.
You'll never forget.
You'll
You'll never forget, baby.
You'll never forget. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this up. You all immediately teleport into darkness. The only ones illuminated currently, or the only ones that could see, are the ones with night vision.
Okay.
YOLO.
Hey, let's.
Gimme.
You guys come this way, Luna says.
Gimme. Gimme.
Malcolm holds out his hands and says, "Relax. All right. I shall simply cast a spell of light. Very simple." Places his hand over his flaming head, which should be and you will see the light illuminate and then snuff out.
Very impressive.
Hold on 1 second.
Wow.
It's
Very cool.
It's a simple spell.
I know it is.
Something seems to be blocking it.
Incredible.
Am I asleep again?
No, you'll
Oh,
fall.
Zahani, you're not asleep. It's
Alis
just dark. in
will
here.
grab Zahani's arm.
Oh.
It's all right. We'll guide you.
Hey, Brett, can I get that dark vision, please?
Please. You want dark vision?
I have it as a spell.
As a spell? Oh, wait, as a spell. What spell are you casting? Do you cast it?
Dark vision.
Yeah, dark vision.
All right. So you're casting that spell now, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Your
Hell
eyes
yeah.
illuminate like a cat. See through the darkness.
Well, this works.
So,
Is it just dark in here?
It's some
more-
sort of magic that's dampening light.
more-
Mhm.
more-
I'm gonna reach
more-
into my bag, pull out my gem of brightness, and see if it works.
your gem of brightness illuminates for a faint moment before it suppressed.
This thing is broken.
Can I like feel out it? Actually, I'll just cast detect magic.
Okay.
How long does that last? 10 minutes?
Detect magic? Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll cast detect magic so that I can.
I think it's like an.
We're looking for magical items anyway.
Yes.
So
The magic itself seems to fill the room. Like it feels like it's a heavy force. Seems to be dampening majority of the dampening magical sources. So your detect magic is trying to peer through almost like a heavy fog. You will all see as Kyron begins to advance forward. Does everyone follow in suit?
yeah, Alis
Can
will
I,
keep a hand on Zahani and move him
Yeah,
along with us.
lead me.
Can I, like,
Can I do a
use
perception
my-
check to see if I can hear anything or if what's in the distance?
Yeah, you're free to roll a perception. All right, that's a 10.
Is
Um,
perception the thing that tests for traps?
Investigation for traps.
Okay.
So, one moment. So with a 10, kind of hear the sound of an undisturbed room. Looks like it's been time before anyone has been over in this location. So you're uncertain of what its location. You know, it just like a darkness appears to be just before you, and silence also fills the room. Hold on 1 second, please. Before you move, there's something else I have to tell. Back up, please. All right.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well,
Sorry, I'm trying to look at something quick. Okay. Uh-huh. This isn't. Oh, there it is.
Doot doot. Or
doot.
plink plink, if you will.
Plink, plink. Okay. So, yeah, okay, I'll figure it. As silence fills the room, you can hear nothing, and suddenly, a deafening metallic crash can be heard to the north. As it then swiftly gets closer, a harrowing metallic cry fills the halls.
Is that one of you?
Oh, I hate that. No, that's definitely not us.
The cry continues once again as you see it come into view.
What the fuck?
As a giant construct, bloodied in metal, and impaled on its back, the decaying corpses of fallen students from the previous year.
What the fuck?
Guards,
God.
guards this area. That's Malcolm stutters. He seems to be frozen here.
Malcolm, what is it?
The construct of unknown origin stands before you, ready to engage you in combat. I need everyone to roll initiative next week on the misdemeanor.
I was gonna say, there's no way we're starting this fight now.
Oh no.
And that ends today's session of the misdemeanor.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh.
Wow.
A feat that the Arcane Academy had to deal with.
I'm scared.
And seems to have some history with Malcolm. So, all right, that ends today's session. What do you guys think? Do you guys have a good session today?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was amazing. It was
Awesome.
so good.
Awesome. As a DM, it's really exciting having you guys like revisit this academy again with all the shit that essentially has been stirring and happening since the Arcane Academy days. That's been kind of like left alone for so long, and just seeing how everything has ended at that point in time. So very, very good. Someone asked, would Alis know it from having to dodge it to get to the wishing chamber? Nope. Alis has not seen this. Was as far as the timing went, Alis navigated, got to the wishing chamber. Malcolm and Nigel was retreating and running away through, witnessing the death of the student, which was the construct being sent from Malera at that point in time. So yeah. And woo! This thing has been level grinding since last time. Yeah. All right, we got some fan art.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
We got some fan art. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this loaded up. Perfect. Fan art. We have one piece of fan art making the rounds. As I this, a good fan art. This. Oh, very good, guys. Very good. What the hell? Oh, I see what that is. Okay. All right. Here we go. Fan art time, my friends. Go ahead and get this view over here. Yo, we got ourselves a punchy wizard boy.
A punchy wizard boy.
Oh my god. And someone drew a picture of all of the IO halflings.
Oh,
Amazing.
hell yeah.
Cute.
Kyron, biggest grump of them all.
I
Pissed.
love accurate.
Yep. Congratulations to Luna on her promotion to Captain Luna. Yeah. You see here.
Oh.
Acting Captain Luna, the most adorable captain.
Here's a picture of Alis and Kyron. Kyron, of course, being the big bird.
Hell yeah.
Scene of meeting the new pirate, Zahani.
Aww.
Pirate boy.
Very good.
Thank you for including my whiskers. I appreciate it.
Very good. Of course, everyone stack up to the portal, getting up nice and close.
Oh, that's cute.
So cute.
Oh my god.
So good. All right, and that's our fan day. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for
Adorable.
playing. Next week it's going to be a fight against a fearsome foe from Oh, geez, from a long time ago that people haven't actually seen fought yet. So, that's gonna be exciting. Actually, I think it's size, that size. Yep, that's what it is. Okay, so thank you guys again. Glad you guys had fun, and I'll see y'all next week. Okay.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right, chat. What did you think of today's session? Enjoyable? You had a good time? You're actually, I'm telling you guys right now, like, watch the Arcane Academy over on our YouTube channel so you can actually see everything that's going on. If you've already watched the Arcane Academy, everyone's really been enjoying themselves. Not enough Gerard. Well, Gerard's going to be gone for 5 weeks, Evan, so I hope you have more critique than that. Yeah, even though Gerard or Hunter is not here, we still have a really great group of people that I think deserve all the love in the world for everything that they've done. They're all very talented individuals, and yeah, let's make sure we keep giving them the love that they deserve. You know what I mean? But yeah, go ahead and check that out. Check out the YouTube channel. Head on over to our Patreon. I'm hoping by tomorrow, now that I'm done with the move, tomorrow I'm probably gonna try and get a little bit of work done. I still have a couple of things I have to do. But other than that, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/worldofio. Hopefully I can get some things caught up over at that point. Patreon perks include MP3s of the campaigns, as well as bigger tiers include maps that have been created for the World of IO specifically, as well as Game Master notes, and soon a lovely little monthly podcast called the DM's Discussion, where people of the Game Master tier can go ahead and request questions specifically about DMing, GMing, things like that. And then I have a lovely DMing conversation in podcast form. That's going to be over at our $20 tier. So make sure you go ahead and drop some support. The tiers, we're always trying our best to increase the value of all the tiers. So make sure you go check it out. The Patreon, if it wasn't for the Patreon, I definitely would not be able to do D&D full time. So please consider supporting the Patreon. Thank you very much. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. And join our IO community over on our Discord. Our IO Discord, absolutely phenomenal. A lovely community forming there. You can post things like rules lawyers. And our rules lawyers, if you see something kind of like mess up or get goof up a little bit there. You can also post things in our discussion. Blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking. Oh yeah, our fan art. So my brain died. You can also post pictures of our fan art in the fan art section. But the community has been absolutely wonderful. People have been forming their own D&D games. It's been absolutely great. So consider supporting over there. Thank you to everyone who subscribed today. Lots of good subs today. My gosh, I really do appreciate that support. I haven't streamed days, so it's always good seeing that bounce back and all the subs. Unfortunately, I've closed all. Nope, here it is. There it is. Vuvu, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 11 months. X-Wing Kitten X, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 5 months. Lady Demon Penguin with the tier 1 sub for 6 months. My name is Rune with the tier 1 sub for 8 months. And Lopar Panda gifting a sub. Tom Fox gifting a sub. Arnar, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 8 months. Appreciate y'all very, very much. All right, guys. That's it for now. I will see you all. If we do a stream tomorrow, it'll probably be a later night stream. Probably, it might not be late. Might be around between 6, 7, or 8 p.m. EST. I don't know what time because I have some things going on tomorrow. But I will be back soon. Thank you again for all your support. Love your faces very much. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have yourselves a good day now. Bye-bye.